श्रीहरिं परमानन्दम् उपदेष्टारमीश्वरं व्यापकं सर्वलोकानां कारणं तन्नमाम्यहम्। श्लोक 100 त्रिपञ्चाङ्गान्यतो वक्ष्ये पूर्वोक्तस्य हि लब्धये तैश्च सर्वैः सदा कार्यं निदिध्यासनमेव तु। The Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, as well as the Upanishads, they prescribe many sadhanas as a prerequisite for jnana. One should understand them. First of all, one should know them. And how to know them? Study the Shastra regularly. Bhagavad Gita. Even if one studies Bhagavad Gita properly, it consists of the essence of all the Shastra. Gita Sugita Kartavya Kimanyai Shastra Vistaraihi. It consists of all the required sadhanas. So it is a very good idea to study Bhagavad Gita regularly. So one should understand the sadhanas and then make effort to cultivate those sadhanas. And in order to cultivate the sadhanas, one should constantly keep reminding oneself. That is why regular study of Shastra is needed. Regular exposure to the Shastra. That is when we are reminded. You read one shloka, then you see ahimsa, then you are reminded, oh, I have to pay attention to ahimsa. It has to be reminded constantly, so that we can be mindful of those sadhanas. Having cultivated those sadhanas, one becomes an adhikari, a qualified aspirant for the direct pursuit of Athma Jnana. As we have seen in the beginning of the text. To pursue jnana, one should approach a guru. Tad vijnanartham sa gurumevabhigachet samitpanishrotriyam brahmanishtham. The Shastra enjoins guru pasadanam, approaching a guru in a proper way. Samitpanihi, and those who have commented, the acharyas, they say upaharapanihi. One should not go to Guru empty handed. One should take an offering to the Guru. Riktapanirna seveta rajanam daivatam gurum. One should not go empty handed to three people: Raja, king, devata, any devalaya, any temple. When you go, you take some offering, a coconut or some flowers, or if nothing is there, offer 5 rupee or 10 rupee at least. Riktapanirna seveta. And likewise Guru, when you visit a Guru, take some offering. So, Samitpanihi, the Upanishad says Samitpanihi, taking samit, firewood for a sacrifice. And what kind of Guru? Who is a competent Guru? It is also described in the Shastra. Shotriyam Brahmanishtham. A Guru has to be Shotriya and Brahmanishtha. Shotriya means he should have studied the Vedanta himself. He should know Vedanta. He should know the Shastra. To know the Shastra, he should have been a Shishya himself earlier. Without first being a Shishya, one cannot be a Guru. If somebody says, I never became Shishya, but I want to become a Guru, I have read some Gita, some Upanishad, some Bhashya myself, or I got some experience myself, so I can teach. We have to be careful about such people. Shankaracharya says, Shastrajnopi, asampradayavit sarvashastravidapi murkhavadupekshaniyah. There is something called sampradaya. Brahmavidya sampradaya. Generally, the word sampradaya is misunderstood. We have various wrong conception about the word sampradaya, just like many other words. We have distorted the meanings of so many words when we use it in a common way. Sampradaya does not mean a sect. What is sampradaya? Samyak prakarshena diyate iti sampradaya. To understand sampradaya, it needs some explanation. See, in the beginning of Srishti, when Ishvara created this universe, some wise men were also born immediately. They were also created in the Srishti. They are called rishis. The first wise men in the Srishti. They were special beings. They were called rishis. Marichadinagre srishtva prajapatin, Marichi, Atri, Bhrigu, etc. They were the rishis. Bhagavan gave them the Vedas, the Shastra. Why Bhagavan gave the Veda? Vedas are the user manual for life. Bhagavan has given us this human life, human birth, human body. And it is very precious. The human birth is very precious. If you have something precious, a precious device, like the mobile phone, iPhone, and somebody has gifted it to you, what will you do? You will try to make the best use of it. You will try to maximize it. And you have to maximize it. Because it is wisdom to maximize, make the best use of the electronic gadget you have, without harming yourself, of course. Likewise, so this electronic gadget, you got it, a new gadget. Now you want to learn how to use it. How to use it the best way. What is the best way to use it properly? The best way means it should not cause any problem to us, and it should not get damaged. And also it should be beneficial. Therefore, there are some do's and don'ts. It is given in the user manual. With every gadget, you get a user manual. We don't know how to use it when we buy a new thing. Who knows it better? One who has made it knows better. He knows what should you do, what you should do, what you should not do, how to charge it, how to put it on, when to switch it off. Everything, and where you should keep it. What will happen if you put it in water? There are some do's and don'ts. It is given by the maker. The manufacturing company knows it. And they have printed a user manual. And it comes along with this product in the box. Likewise, Ishvara gives the user manual for life. It is the Vedas. The Vedas are like the user manual. How to make the best use of life, the Vedas teach us. That is why the Vedas are called Shastra. Shasanat trayate iti Shastram. It teaches and thereby protects. Protects us from wasting the human life. Therefore, it is called Shastram. Now, Ishvara has given the Vedas to the Rishis. He taught entire Veda, chanting. Vedas are verbal. And we also, in our tradition, we also say the Vedas are not composed by Ishvara. They have been there from beginningless time. Vedas are not written by any human author, including Ishvara. Veda are Nitya. Ishvara is just a Veda Smarta. He remembers the Vedas and he gives it to the new cycle of Srishti. The Vedas were already there. So, Ishvara is not Vedasya Karta, but Vedasya Smarta. He is not the maker of the Vedas. He is the one who remembers the Vedas, not the author of the Vedas. The Vedas are eternal. They have been there in every Srishti, every cycle of creation. Therefore, the Vedas are not written by any human author. Unlike any other text in the world, any other literature in the world. Therefore, we call the Vedas Aparoksheya. Aparoksheya means not written by any Purusha. Vedas are Aparoksheya. And they are revealed to the Rishis, Marichi, etc. After giving the Vedas to the Rishis, Ishvara taught them how to decipher the Vedas, how to understand the vision of the Vedas, and how to hand them over, or how to hand over the vision of the Vedas without distortion and without a loss in transfer. See, suppose I have to orally transfer some messages, orally circulate certain messages, and all of you are not available to me straight away. Then what will I do? I will call one person and tell him, see, these are the points to be conveyed. So I will explain something. And I say, you explain the same to each one. You explain to her, she will explain to him, he will explain to her. Like that it will go in a chain. We can do this experiment. I may say something to him and it will go from one person to another person, another person to another person. It will go in the form of a chain. Then finally it will come to him. Then I ask him, what did you receive? What message did you receive? Most often you will find that it is absolutely distorted. There will be distortion, and also there will be loss. The messages conveyed will be lost. Several points will get lost. You tell someone what to bring from market, give a list without writing. What will happen? What you have told may not come sometimes. All the items may not come. Or you told something and something else came. Everything is possible. But this message, the vision of the Vedas, it should last for generations. It should not get distorted. And the salient, the prominent messages, the principal ideas should not be missed out also, should not be lost during transfer. Therefore, Ishvara devised such a way of teaching that it is conveyed without any distortion and without any loss in transfer. Such a teaching is called sampradaya. Sampradaya is the teaching that is handed over from generation to generation without distortion and without a loss during transfer. So, Ishvara taught the sampradaya to the first rishis. And then it was handed over through a Guru Shishya Parampara. Ishvara was the first Guru. That is why we chant Sadashiva Samarambham. The Guru Parampara. Parampara means the lineage of the Gurus. Don't confuse Sampradaya with the Parampara. Sampradaya means the teaching without distortion, without loss in transfer. Parampara means the series of Gurus and Shishyas. Sampradaya is handed over through a parampara. It has come down to us through an unbroken parampara of Gurus and Shishyas. It is called Guru Parampara. Guru Parampara starts with Sadashiva, Ishvara himself. And then Ishvara taught to the rishis. The rishis taught them to their disciples. They taught to their disciples, Shishyas. They taught to their Shishyas. Like that, the Sampradaya came down. And in between, the Sampradaya was not known to the people. Only a very few people knew. Majority of them had misconceptions. Then somebody like Shankaracharya sprang up because of Ishvara. Ishvara ensures that whenever sampradaya becomes weaker, not known to the people, then somebody else comes and restores it. That is why Shankaracharya Madhyama, in between one Shankaracharya came and amplified the sampradaya, restored the sampradaya which was otherwise declining. And then there were many other acharyas after Shankaracharya. Please note, Shankaracharya is not the founder of Advaita. Many people make this statement, Shankaracharya, founder of Advaita philosophy. It is not true. Advaita is revealed by the Shruti. Upanishad reveals Advaita. Ekameva Dvitiyam. It is there in the Upanishad. And the Acharyas even before Shankaracharya, they all knew Advaita. But many people got into a misconception. That is why Shankaracharya had to write the Bhashya and make it available to a larger mass. And then after Shankaracharya, Padmapadacharya, Hastamalakacharya, Totakacharya, Sureshwaracharya, 4 disciples of Shankaracharya. Then so many other people, so many other acharyas, like Vidyaranya, Vachaspati Mishra, and up to our acharya, Asmadacharya Paryantam. There is a series of gurus who brought the sampradaya to us, who gave the teaching to us, who gave the vision to us without any distortion and without any loss in the salient feature, in the predominant features. So, that is called sampradaya. The vision, the teaching that has been received through the Guru Parampara. And to know the sampradaya, one should study it from a guru who knows the sampradaya. That is why the guru has to be a sampradayavit. A Shrotriya means a sampradayavit. That is why Shankaracharya says, asampradayavit. If one is an asampradayavit, he doesn't know the sampradaya. He doesn't know the vision properly as it is taught by the Guru Parampara. Even if he is a scholar, even if he seems to be very intelligent and he is a skilled orator, do not get carried away. Murkhavad upekshaniya. Ignore him just like you ignore a fool, a murkha. Shankaracharya is bluntly saying this so that we are careful. Sometimes Shankaracharya uses very strong words. Why? Because we have to be careful. An Acharya is interested in the good of the world. So, Guru should be a Sampradayavit. And he should be a Brahmanistha. Kathopanishad says, Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. When a Guru teaches Brahman, he should not be different from Brahman. He should be Ananya, not different from what he teaches. A physics teacher can teach about atom without being atom. Brahma Vidya is not like physics. When you go to a college, in the university, you are not bothered who is teaching. How he teaches is important. What he teaches, it is different from what he is. What is his personal character, you don't have to worry about it. But it is not so with the Brahma Vidya. The Acharya of Brahma Vidya should be non-different from Brahman. Means he should have clear Brahmajnana himself. He should be fully aware of himself as Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. Only if such a jnani teaches, it really works. Provided the student is ready. So, the Guru also should be qualified and the Shishya also should be qualified. Ascharyo vakta kushaloscha labdha. So, the Guru should be a Shrotriya and Brahmanistha. A seeker of Brahma Vidya should approach a Guru. One has to approach a Guru. Now there is an argument. You don't have to go to a Guru. If you are ready, the Guru will come to you. Guru will knock at your door. It doesn't happen. In fact, the Upanishad says, Gachet Tadvijnanartham sa Gurumeva abhigachet. One should go to a Guru. And then do the jnana sadhana under the guidance of a Guru. As a direct way to get jnana, The Shastra prescribes Shavana, Manana and Nididhyasana. Brihadaranyaka Maitreyi Brahmana, Yajnavalkya tells Maitreyi, Athma va are drashtavyaha Shotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha Atma va are drashtavyaha. O Maitreyi, one should know the Atma for getting moksha. And how to know the Atma? What is the way? Shotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha. One should do Shavana, Manana and Nididhyasana. Threefold sadhanas are given. Shavana means understanding the purport of Vedanta, understanding the vision revealed by the Vedanta without any vagueness. What really Vedanta has to convey. Understanding this from a guru, through a guru, is called Shavana. It requires exposure to the teaching, exposure to the Upadesha for a good length of time. Initially, one may get a vague picture. And slowly the clarity dawns. One can do it through camps, retreats. Retreats will give a vague picture. And then continuous Shavana. Nowadays there is internet also. Internet is not a real substitute, it is only a supplement. I think I told this before. So, Shavana for a length of time. One gets to know what Vedanta has to convey with the clarity. Until one gets clarity, one should do Shavana. After Shavana, the second sadhana is Manana, Mantavyaha. Manana is meant for addressing a problem that might happen after Shavana, after some amount of Shavana. You know what Vedanta has to convey clearly. This is what Vedanta tries to say. Then there is something called Prameya Shanka. you have a doubt regarding the logical tenability of Advaita. How Advaita is logically possible? Because we have our own conclusions. We have our own conclusions, and our conclusions may contradict Advaita. This problem has to be addressed through manana. Manana involves proper reasoning, using proper logics. One has to understand the logical tenability of Vedanta, the logical tenability of Advaita. This consists of two aspects. First of all, one may have to find the logical fallacies in other conclusions. Any conclusion other than Advaita, it is logically fallacious. This is shown with the help of logics. In fact, we have such works which shows the logical fallacy of any conclusion other than Advaita. For example, Buddhism. What is the time? Buddhism. Somebody thinks Vedanta and Buddhism are same. Many people think so. Those who read superficially, Vedanta and Buddhism seems to be same. But in reality, Vedanta and Buddhism are diagonally opposite. Vedanta is in no way closer to Buddhism. Many people have this misconception, ordinary laymen have this misconception, because in some way they seem to speak the same. And then some scholars also try to reconcile the two. In fact, reconciliation is a problem. You cannot reconcile when two things are different. You cannot say they have some superficial similarity, so we will reconcile them. It doesn't work. For example, somebody says this is a rope, and somebody else says this is a snake, and you try to please both of them, and you say, okay, you are also correct, you are also correct. Will it work? If it is rope, it cannot be snake. If it is rope, you have to say it is not a snake. Likewise, one says only Brahman is real. Another says nothing is real. there is only Shunya. How can you reconcile these two? See, the very fact that we call it Vedanta, Vedanta is not the name of the subject per se. It is the name of the Pramana. Vedanta is Pramana. It is the means of knowledge. Whereas Buddhism does not accept the Veda Pramana. We say you cannot arrive at the truth without the help of a proper Pramana. Without the help of Vedanta Pramana, you cannot arrive at the ultimate truth. You cannot know the ultimate truth. You cannot arrive at the ultimate truth with the help of Pratyaksha Pramana, direct perception. And you cannot arrive at the ultimate truth with the help of Anumana Pramana also, with the help of logics also. Naisha Tarkena Matirapaneya. But the Buddhism denounces Veda Pramana, and it relies purely on intellectual speculation. With the help of intellectual speculation, the Buddhists arrive at various conclusions. There are mainly 4 schools of Buddhism: Yogachara, Madhyamika, Sautrantika, and Vaibhashika. Mukhyo Madhyamiko Vivartamakhilam Shunyasya Mene Jagat. Mukhyo Madhyamika. The greatest one among Buddhism is Madhyamika, Shunyavadi. According to Shunyavadi, everything is Shunya. Just Shunya appears as this Jagat. I am not discussing the logical fallacies of these. We have works for that. You can read Brahma Sutra 2nd chapter. Each school is addressed and refuted with the proper logics. Yogachara matetu santi matayaha tasam vivarto khilaha. Then there is Yogachara, Vijnanavadi. According to Vijnanavadi, there are Kshanika Vijnanas, momentary flickers of consciousness. And everything is a projection of the momentary flickers of consciousness. He accepts the consciousness that is momentary. Means you are just a flicker of consciousness. Now one flicker, next another flicker, another flicker. There is nothing permanent called consciousness. There is nothing eternal called consciousness. This is Yogachara. Then if I am just momentary, next moment I am not there, then how will I remember what happened this moment? Also, who will get moksha? Why I should work for moksha if I am not there next moment? All these questions are asked. Arthosti kshanikaha tvasav anumito buddheti sautrantikaha. Then there is somebody called Sautrantika, third school. According to Sautrantika, there are Bhahyarthas. See, according to Shunyavadi and Vijnanavadi, there are no external objects. But according to Sautrantika, there are external objects, but they are Kshanika. There is nothing called one clock. There are flickers which appears like a clock. And it is Anumita, it is inferred, Buddhya, with our consciousness. It is Sautrantika. So even Sautrantika accepts only momentary existence, not a continuous existence. And Vaibhashika also is similar. Only difference is, he says, Pratyaksham kshanabhangurancha sakalam Vaibhashiko bhashate. According to Vaibhashika, everything is pratyaksha, but it is kshanabhangura. Everything is momentary. So these are four schools of Buddhism, and each school substantiates itself with the help of reasoning. They don't have any other pramana than reasoning. They don't accept Veda pramana. Then, in the process of manana, what we do in Vedanta, first of all, we show their logical fallacies. Using their own logics, using the logics that they accept, we show their logical fallacies and silence them first. Once you silence a Buddha, Buddha means Buddha in our mind. We are not addressing, we need not go to the monastery and argue. A Vedanta student may have such doubts. Buddhism may be correct. Then we have to address. So first of all, you show the logical fallacies of Buddhism and make them understand, yeah, Buddhism is logically incorrect. If logics are fallen, Buddhism is fallen. Buddhist philosophy is fallen. It is gone. Then, with the help of logics, you show how the Vedanta is supportable by logics. Please notice my language. Vedanta is not arrived at by logic. It is supported by logic. What is the pramana? It is arrived at by the Shastra pramana, Shruti pramana. So, this is a process of manana. In manana, we address so many purva pakshas. Any conclusion other than Advaita is purva paksha. It may be Buddhism, it may be Sankhya, Vaisheshika, Naiyayika, Yoga, so many. Charvaka is anyway. Charvaka is, we need not take even seriously. So all are addressed. The logical fallacy of other conclusions are understood, and the logical soundness of Advaita is understood through the process of manana. If one does adequate manana, one gets a proper conviction. Yes, aham brahmasmi. There is no other possibility. All other possibilities are ruled out. I cannot be anything other than Brahman. Jagat cannot be anything other than Mithya. You arrive at this with the help of Shavana and Manana. Then comes a Nididhyasana. we will discuss in the following session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.